Now, wait a minute. You know the routine. You got to refresh it. You got to make sure it's on mute.
Yeah, I know.
And it is on mute.
It's on mute.
If you all don't know what that means, if you're doing this live stream thing with a guest in here, you always have to go back to your channel, make sure it's muted so you don't hear your voice 3 or 4 times because it's annoying.
I mean, I like my voice, so I'm pretty cool with it.
Well, I don't like anything at all, so that you guys should know that by now. Welcome everybody to episode number 27 of Opening the Door. Tonight's guest, it's actually 7 o'clock. It's nighttime now. A week ago, 7 o'clock, we still had daylight. Now I don't. So that's okay. Today's guest, I'm just gonna say this. This guy really needs no introduction. He's been what I changed on my comments here in my notes. What I said, becoming a voice in the community of the bearding game, to what I now call a leader. Yeah, I said that into the camera. A leader in the bearded community. This is a guy who has been here. He's been here in Plateau and in Soren. He's been underground, like lower than Lars Ulrich when he hated Napster, like one of the most hated men in the bearded community. And now he just soared right back up and just got on that plateau and is flying. Tonight we're talking about David, Bearded Motivation, Deez the Barber, Hollywood, Florida Dave. He's got all kinds of names. Welcome in, Dave.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. This is cool. Finally get to be on here. It's been a while.
It's been a long time since we've had you in a live stream because you were the guy who got me started doing this live stream thing and make sure I knew what I was doing. Dave was in all my live streams for about 3 months.
Yeah, I remember that, though. I remember when you did all that. You were like, Dave, let's do this. I was like, okay, I got you. Let's do it.
Because you guys know I ain't that smart when it comes to these technician type things. You know how that goes.
What's your magician type?
I mean, Scuba is not a math magician, but I'm like a electrotechnician, something like that. So how have you been? Because we haven't really talked in a while. And I got to ask you, how's 2021 been for you so far?
It's been great, man. Actually, I was at first, I was kind of skeptical of, of course, like everybody was, right? We're like, let's just not expect anything, right? Let's just go into this with an open mind. And that's what I did. This year has been amazing, man. Just the support in the freaking YouTube community, like the beard community. Meeting my daughter for the very first time happened like 2 weeks ago. Freaking awesome. Top 5. First one's my wife, and then all my kids, right? So it was amazing to meet her. I finally got to hug her, talk to her. We hung out like for a whole week, man. It was amazing. So 2021 started out with a bang. It's amazing. It's really, really good. So
I'm remembering that because I don't follow social media so much as I used to anymore. Here I am calling Dave and trying to get a hold of Dave, and he's in freaking Michigan or Minnesota. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing there? I didn't know he was going to go meet his. So you met her for the first time?
Yeah, we've been talking since she turned 18. The day she turned 18, she looked for me. And then after she found me, the text went, "Do you know who this is?" And I said, "Call me in 15 minutes." And I gave her my phone number. And she FaceTimed me. And we talked for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I said, whatever you want to ask. I'm like, I won't say nothing bad about your mom or nothing like that. I'm like, that's not what this is about. It's about me meeting you. So we just talked and chatted for like 2 hours. And then every day after that, we just kept talking and kept talking and kept talking. And that's just a ton of fun, man. Yeah.
Now, you don't have to go into details. You didn't know anything about this girl?
No, I knew about her, but her mother. Okay. So I knew about her. It's like certain stuff that you should or shouldn't say, right?
Okay.
So I knew about her, but there was like some like circumstances of why I didn't meet her. Yeah.
So things and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, correct. Things and stuff happen. Yeah.
Things and stuff. That's a hashtag that will never die.
I was looking for her entire life. Let me just put that out.
Okay. That's cool. Understandable. I don't think that's ever going to happen to me that I can recall. my God, that makes me feel crazy now because all those shows, man. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I can honestly say this of my music career. I remember every session. Yeah, I can honestly say that.
Hey, man, I just saw some guys in here. Devin's in here. E-Rock, Joel, Man Beard, Oil Tears. Oh, that's a new one. Ryan, Dave, Callie Groom's in here. Shark.
He's in it. We got
Brian in here.
Brian. Hey, Banjo Brian. I think you already know what I mean. Yeah. That's a secret. That's a secret, like notion there, guys. He knows what I'm talking about.
So Bearded Tap Matt, what's up, bro? One of my favorite bearded villains.
Thank you guys for coming in here, and let's get this session going. Being one of the most hated people in the bearding game, I gotta say. Let me rephrase that. This show is uncensored, raw, uncut. You guys know that. We don't have a filter, and we don't really need to hide anything on this channel.
What's up, Pete?
You went through. Who's in here? Oh, keep in mind, I'm only watching the.
Damn Yankees in here.
Oh, okay. It's delayed on the StreamYard site. You went from. Oh, we'll save that. Let's go. Let's do this the way I always do.
Hey, whatever you want to do, man. Yeah,
we're gonna build it up. Your early life, because okay. I've known Dave. We've been on Friend Talking for 2 years now, two and a half years.
Maybe 2.5. Yeah.
I remember the first interactions where we actually broke the ice and stuff. So when I was doing live streams. And I was sick as a freaking dog. And I forget what I think I called it Where Beards Meet or something like that. And I was sick as crap, and everyone was looking forward to the night, and I couldn't even
because there was only 2 live streams at the time.
And Hollywood cuts the sleeves off his damn shirt, which he still has to this day.
It's in my closet, hanging up.
In doing a live stream for me, and that was the beginning of our never-ending love. But I will say, I watched that live stream in its entirety, and you did a good job because at that time.
I still remember how scared I was. I was so scared.
I think that was one of your first live streams too.
That was my first live stream on YouTube. Yeah,
and it's hard to keep. It's if you're not a natural at being on camera and keeping people's attention, it is hard to do that. It really is because you got to keep them tuned in. You did a fantastic job for your first time, but your early life. Let's start it off. You born and raised in Minnesota, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. And what city?
I was born in Anoka, Minnesota.
Okinawa, Minnesota. Okay, so you're close to
Okinawa.
Close enough. Okay, so. Born and raised in Minnesota. College? No?
Did a little bit of some technical college, but then I ended up doing barber. Oh, that's later in life. Go ahead.
Okay. So we went to. I don't want to call it a tech school, but you went to.
I legit went to Anoka Technical College. That's right.
A vocational technical school. Okay.
There it is. Yes. Sir.
And then, if I'm not sports, did you play sports?
In high school, middle school. Got into high school, didn't like the coach, told the coach to pound sand, didn't do it. But I played a lot.
That's usually how I was. Honestly.
I played outside of school, but I wouldn't play for him.
I usually played. I couldn't play football because I broke my right shoulder when I was in 9th grade, and the way I broke it. If you look at the scar now, it looks horrible. But what I honestly did, I tore my rotator cuff. 20-some years ago, they didn't have the arthroscopic technology to just do a little cut. So I had this put on me, a big old scar. Yeah. So they could have fixed that with a little 1-inch cut nowadays. They couldn't do that 20-some years ago, 20, 30 years ago.
Right.
So they told me at an early age, they're like, you're not going to be able to play football, such and such, because the way I broke it. I said, okay. So that nixed football out. So I tried basketball, and I pretty much made the team. But I didn't like the coaches because to be ignorant, I didn't like their offense. I thought they were shitty at it. I thought they didn't know how to run it.
I was just that I did not like the coach, like the way he talked, the way he was talking to people. I was like, I'm out, dude. I'm not paying to be treated like this. I'm out of here.
Well, when
I was just a young punk kid too. Like, how are you gonna come at a kid like that? Like,
when I played football, now keep in mind, I was not. I don't know how much I weigh now, but it's over 200. When I was in high school, I weighed maybe 150, 160 pounds. I was like a stick. But the position I liked to play was safety or middle linebacker. I didn't really care what I played on offense. I loved defense. And I didn't like the way the coach ran the defense. And what do you want to run? I was like, nickel the whole time. And he's, what? Of course, no one really does that. Not that I'm aware of in football, but I was like, nickel. That's what we're going to run. Nickel. I'd like the plays in nickel. I was like, this works for me.
Disney? What's up, Bald and Beautiful?
I like nickel and I liked dime. I liked them both. Honestly, that was my. In all seriousness, it's stupid for me to say this on camera, and I don't care if you laugh at me. I used 2 plays when I played Madden. It was nickel 3-4 zone, and then I used dime prevent. That was how I played the entire game of Madden. And I had the number 1 defense every time I played that damn game.
Nice. That's what's up.
I was a good defensive player, but I didn't like it. So out of high school, vote tech. And I know the next big step, if I'm not mistaken, you went in the military.
Rewind
a little bit.
Yeah, my life was pretty crazy. So I got out of high school. Well, so look, a lot of people don't know this about me, so I'm going to say it here. So I'll tell you kind of like how my life went. So like I got to 12th grade and I dropped out of school, like my 3rd term. Like, so there's 3 terms and I dropped out my 3rd term because a teacher told me that I was never going to amount to anything. Because he was pissed because I told him I passed his class without taking his final. So he was mad because I had like an A or a B or something like that. And I just didn't feel like taking the test. So I was like, yeah. I ended up passing his class with like a C- and he was pissed. So I left. So I started going to work. So I started working construction. And then I said, screw this. I'm going to get my diploma. So I went to ALS or ASL or ALS. It was like an after school.
Huh?
So I went back, got my diploma. After I got my diploma, then I believe that's when I met my ex-wife.
Okay.
And then after that, like right after that, like we separated. She did her little whatever she did. And I joined the military then because if I wouldn't have left, I really think I probably wouldn't be here. But my friends saw it. They saw it happening. So it was kind of a tricky story. They tricked me and had the recruiter show up, and I ended up going like that next, what was like January of 2005, I believe is when I left. So then after that, when I came home, I was actually working for that automotive repair company for a long time. I was a manager in training. Then I left, went to the military, came back. After the military, then I met my wife now. I met Molly. We dated for like 6 months. I think I was engaged to her for 4 of the 6 months before we got married. It was that quick. I was super mad at her. I was like, I did not come home from the military hoping to marry someone. I was like, how dare you make me fall in love with you? It was super funny. And then we ended up
in the military.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was saying you were a Marine, correct?
No, I was an Army guy. Airborne Army.
You were in the Army. I thought you were a Marine. I honestly did. I'm sorry. I this whole time I've been thinking you were a Marine. I did not know.
No, I really don't like crayons, so I didn't join.
Okay. Okay. You continue what you were saying. You said you met Molly and you were married.
I met Molly.
So you fell head over heels in love with this Molly. Chica.
Bro, my wife, head over heels, like love at first sight type of deal. It was stupid. It was.
Where'd you meet her?
I met her in Brooklyn Park at her house, and when I went there, I showed up on I believe I was on like a Gixxer 1000. I used to ride a lot of motorcycles back then.
Okay.
And I pulled up on the bike, and that's how I met her, was with a bald head because I had my head shaved because I just got out of the military. And I pulled up, took my helmet off, and I saw her, and I was like, man, she gorgeous. Just this little 5'4", cuter than freaking cute. So yeah, no, it was awesome, man. But and then after that happened, we had our daughter, in 2007. And then after we had my daughter, then we had my son in 2011. And then 2015 is when we moved here to Florida. And then the big announcement was, in case a lot of people didn't see it or hear it, my wife and I have decided that we are going to move back to Minnesota. So that's the next thing we're doing. That's our next adventure. So,
okay. What the hell is wrong with you? We discussed this like thousands of times. You said, I'm never leaving Florida. I'm never leaving Florida.
So look, man, here's the thing. Like so my daughter lives there. My son lives there. Tanner, I saw him when I was there too. When I saw her, I hung out with him a couple days.
Who's Tanner? Who's Tanner?
Tanner's my 18-year-old son.
Are they really important? That's a joke, man. That's a joke.
So really, like her mom is, her mom is there. All her nieces and nephews are there. Her brother, her sister. We came here to do something to kind of like know that we could do it on our own. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like we made it. We did what we had to do. We've been here now for 6 years. And when I went back, it just kind of verified what we were thinking, like we really, really, really wanted like to be with family, because there's nothing more important than family, right? So like, we're just like, you know what? We did what we did here. We became a stronger whole, like me and her together. Not that we weren't strong before, but we became very strong here. And now she's like my ride or die, man. So now we're going back there and we're buying a house is what we're going to do before we go. We're trying to fix all the credit things and stuff and trying to save up as much money as we can. And yeah, so yeah, back to Minnesota Dragon. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, man. I did not know this until just now. So I'm surprised, but at the same time, as soon as you said I'm moving back to Minnesota, I was like, he's going back for the family. And that's good. Good for you.
A lot of good stuff going on in the world, in my head, in my wife's head, and yeah, just cool stuff.
Now we got a question here, and I'm sure people ask, are you going to try to do a barbershop in Minnesota?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I have a license, right? So when I go there, I can still cut hair. I just got to get the Minnesota one because you got to do like so many more hours. It's like 300 more hours or 500 more hours or something like that. Not worried about it. Just got to go to the school, stand there, cut hair inside of the school and whatever. And then you got to take like a practical where I got to cut hair in front of someone. That's the only part that's really going to suck because I don't like doing that. I don't like being scrutinized. Like while you're doing something and you do it 100 million times, but somebody's standing there and you're like, really? Like you're going to, you know what I mean? So that's going to be okay. But I talked to a buddy of mine. He's a cosmetologist / barber. So he's got both license. And I was already talking to him about it. I was like, hey man, maybe we should open up some kind of barbershop when I move back. Like, I mean, we don't have to do it right away. It'd be something we could plan on, kind of establish a little more clientele when I get there. And then once we build the clientele, we can figure something out. But yeah, definitely something that we've thought about and talked about already. So
that's actually funny because what I was going to talk about with you, you just pretty much just nailed all down. I was going to say from the military to the family and the kids and now moving to Florida. Well, we just skipped all that, people, because we're going back to Minnesota. That's okay. That's okay. It's Florida.
You know what? I still love Florida, and it will be a travel destination for us once a year still because we love it so much. But that's the thing, right? We can still come here. So it's
why did you pick that one? Just because it's Florida?
Why did we pick what?
To move to Florida. Why did you choose
we used to come here every single year. Like
okay.
I used to come down. The first time I came to Florida was for work. Work sent me down here. They wanted me to do a meeting thing. They had some big training thing they wanted me to do. So they flew me down to Clearwater and I came outside and I was like, wow, this is what's up. Right. Like, cause I'm like, I think I was in my like early 20s when I was there and I was like, man, this is cool. Like look at the palm trees, bro. Like look at the blue sky, I was like, holy crap. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Cool. How I'm not counting the weather. What's the biggest up and down between Minnesota and Florida? Because I know that it's like cold as shit and
so I was talking to somebody. This is so funny you say this to me because I was literally just talking about this last night with a buddy of mine because he's planning on moving here. And I was like, dude, look, everywhere you live, there's an upside and there's a downside.
Yeah.
So it gets too cold in Minnesota. It gets too freaking hot in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like I already run on like super hot, right? I'm always hot. It's just the way I am. And my wife loves it because I warm her up in bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, you're a heat blanket. So being here is cool, but it's really hot. So like, we're like, well, you know what? We've lived in Minnesota for so long. Maybe that's just your blood's never going to change, because it hasn't. I still walk around with shorts and a t-shirt when it's 50 degrees outside, 45. I'm still, you know what I mean? So nothing's really changed since I moved here. My blood is, I bet you if I was outside in like super cold weather, but it was really cold it snowed when I was in Minnesota, 4 inches. So, I mean, it wasn't that cold. I mean, it was like 29 degrees or 25 or something. It didn't feel that cold. That's why I was on the
cold.
I was like,
that is not cold here.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Dave will have the best internet service then. No more freezing up. Chad. Too funny, man.
That was the guest lat this past Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, he's such a cool dude.
Good old Chad Straza, Mr. Plum Loco.
So you have a time frame when you're moving? I don't know yet.
So our time frame is by April next year.
Okay.
So we just renewed our lease for this year coming up, and we got a lot of things to work on as far as credit wise and stuff from when I had my back surgery. So we think a year is enough to be able to try to fix everything. So that's what we talked with the mortgage broker already and everything. So she told me what I have to do. So I just got a bunch of stuff I have to do, and I'll be busy with that, YouTube and barbering. You know what I mean? So little of this, little of that everywhere. Motivated cuts.
So what we're going to do, so it sounds like we're going to have a Farewell Florida live stream. And then when you're up and running, it'll be Welcome Home Minnesota live stream. So it sounds like me.
Snow in Minnesota. Who knew, right? Love to experience some cold weather. It's cool, man. It's not bad. You know, my high school years was in Ocala, Florida. Perfect. That's where
Florida.
that's where a lot of people, my wife actually used to work with somebody that lived in Ocala, and they would drive to, I believe she lives in or works in Castleberry. No. Where does she work?
We're all, I got to ask you, because I don't think we just talked. Where all did you go when you was in the military, though? Where did you go?
So I went to Relax in Jackson, South Carolina. And then I went to Fort Lee in Virginia. And then after Fort Lee, I went to Fort Benning. So I did like training for a whole year. And then when I went back, I went to Minnesota. And then in Minnesota, I trained all the soldiers that went to Iraq. So like all the young bucks, all the 11 bangs.
You never deployed?
I never had to deploy. No, I think they liked me or something. I don't know, because we had fun and I would train soldiers, and that's what we did. Like we'd teach them land nav, we'd teach them weaponry, we'd teach them like medical stuff. Like if you see spaghetti, walk away type of thing. But yeah, but it's pretty crazy. It was fun though. We'd get lost in the woods, man. We'd go to Camp Ripley, which is up in Minnesota, it's like up north. And Camp Ripley, we'd go up there for like a weekend, like a 3-day weekend, maybe sometimes 4-day weekends. But we'd have the soldiers come up, and then we'd go in this field. It was huge. They have so much land at this camp, right?
Yeah. So
it was like we would go out in the middle of I would walk them straight into the middle of nowhere. And I go, did anybody keep track of where we are? I knew where I was. And they're like, what? I'm like, well, now you got to get us home. So I'm just going to stand here and I'm going to eat my Ranger bar, and you guys can tell me where we got to go, because I don't know where we are. And they're like, oh, it's like that. I'm like, it's exactly like that. So they had to use their maps, and they had to use their, you know what I mean, everything they could, the sun, all that stuff to try to see where they were.
You were testing to see if they were learning what they were being taught.
And I would do that with every class, just to kind of like their pass or fail or learn how to do whatever. Yeah. So it was fun. It was really cool. There was a lot of neat stuff that you would learn, like the different stuff you would see as you're walking to make sure you knew where you were going type of thing too. So I was trying to test to see if they'd even look for that either. You know what I mean?
Hey, so we got a $5 donation from Waltimus.
What up, Walt? Steven's in the house. What up, buddy?
Two awesome guys talking about things. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your donation. Much appreciated.
Well,
what do you miss the most about the military?
Camaraderie, man. Like that's what I found in the beard community. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the main reasons that I love it so much.
I was expecting a different answer from you. I was expecting you, because I know you, and you are one of the most driven people I know, and dedicated. Considering this fucking dude I'm going to work. This motherfucker is waking up doing live streams and talking and shit. I'm like, dude, don't even talk to me right now. I'm like, I barely had coffee.
I haven't had any coffee yet. This guy's all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Like, what the frick?
Yeah. So I honestly thought you were going to say the drive, the fact that it's,
I really dug the whole look. Here's the deal, man. I remember when I was in airborne school, the first week is called Hell Week for a reason. And when I was in airborne school, I thought it was the end of the week, and I'm like, man, I think I can do this. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what, Dave? Man up, pull your sack out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go. Let's do. I literally had that conversation with myself in my cot. Like, I'm like sitting in my cot. I'm like, what am I going to do here? Like, you've already gotten your butt kicked for a whole week. Why would you not keep going? You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I did. I kept going and I passed and made my jumps. And it was definitely something. I'll never forget that, dude. Like, the whole experience of the military, I'll never forget it.
What did you do for a job when you left the military?
I was a logistics specialist, but it is actually supply. It's just a fancy name for it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I was the guy that handed out, like, people needed, like, I don't know, like their pants ripped, or they need a new jacket, or they need new boots because the soles are falling off, or whatever. We would do that, but we were treated pretty well. People wanted to be good to you. So 2 people in the military you treat the best: the finance people and people that give you your supplies. So
yeah,
people didn't mess with us very much.
So you met Molly,
Mm-hmm.
head over heels in love with this girl.
My ride or die, man.
Heck yeah, obviously. I mean, yeah. Whose idea was it to actually say we're going to Florida? Was it hers?
It was mine.
Really?
Yeah. I got an opportunity to come down here, getting paid the same, if not a little bit better than when I was getting paid up in Minnesota. And I knew the cost of living, at least I thought the cost of living was cheaper down here. So we moved down here and we lived in an RV for like 3 weeks or a month. And then I got the place that we had last before we got this 3-bedroom.
Okay.
Same complex, just a different, you know what I mean? Just a different apartment. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was, it was for work. But it was also for us. We just needed to get away from some stuff for a while and just kind of find ourselves. And you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that anything was bad. We just wanted it better was what it was. So, and it's been amazing ever since. So
some people need that in life. Some people need that in life, and I can honestly attest to that because I don't talk about it very much. I'm not close with my family at all. When I say my family, I mean my mom, my dad, cousins, aunts, uncles. Not the family I made, the family I was born in. Not close with them. And the straw that broke my back was when my mom, when I was roommating with my sister. In all seriousness, guys, at that time I was a single dude with one daughter, playing in a band. I just had no care in the world. I really didn't. I was kept surfing on my sister's couch. And my mom got us thrown out of our place of living, and I was like, now, and I'm not gonna badmouth her or whatever. That I was like, really, you get your own kids thrown out? I was like, you fucking bitch, you know. I haven't spoken to her since.
Yeah, I mean, I look back at like when I got kicked out, I'm like, God, I didn't really do that bad of stuff, but I wasn't really super good either, you know. But they just weren't used to like different, I think, was what it was.
I wasn't doing anything wrong. That's the thing. I was working, and my sister had a bunch of people living there, and none of them were contributing. And I was like, you motherfuckers ain't living off of me. You know, I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
So
I hear that.
And it's been almost 10 years since that's happened. And when I went through things just like everybody else does, had the same job this whole entire time. You know, I've had my job for 15 years. And
wow,
met my wife, and I'm a West Virginia boy. She lives in Pennsylvania. 40-minute distance, that's all. I mean, it's not bad of a drive at all. And it all went on one highway at that, so it's not that bad. And we started getting closer and closer, and I said to myself, I need to get away. And would be awesome to see how you guys live outside. Oh, dude. In all honesty, Stefan, I live on a farm, a 10-acre farm. We just have 3 horses. We have a 100-year-old red barn that everyone in the area knows about. It's nothing big and fancy. I work in a hardware warehouse. I don't live a crazy life. I play Mortal Kombat. I play my drum set once again. I miss playing that, damn it. and that's about it. That's my life and my kids, and I keep my kids private just because I don't like to show everything to the world. Yeah, I have a simple life. And Dave walks around a pond. I mean, he walks. He goes into the gym with his phone. He's like, "Look how big this is. Say something." That's what he's doing. See, you all seem to think when he's doing these videos, he's motivating you. No, he ain't. He's saying, "Say something." That's what he's saying. He's like,
the shirts are starting to get tight. That's all I gotta say.
Starting might have been the whole time. I mean,
yeah, but I wear a double XL, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm fat. There's a difference. There's a difference, though.
It's like, but I'm fat. What up, Gator?
There's a difference in that. No, let's get into that. I call it bodybuilding because that's what you're doing. What made you want to go? Because I know you've been going to the gym to work out and get in shape. What made you take it a step higher? Because you can get in shape and tone, so to say. But you're like, fuck this. I'm going in. What was that motivation? Why did you go that route?
So
Did you lose me? Hang on a second. Are we good?
I think we're good. Am I good? Am I here? Can you hear me?
My screen went out. I can hear you fine.
Okay. So basically what it was is I started going to the gym when they opened up again from the pandemic. And then after they did that, I was like, I'll never miss a day again or not go to the gym during the week, right? The last few days have been kind of weird because my daughter has her friend here and I don't want them to be home alone when I'm, you know what I mean, when her friend's here. So you never know teenage girls can do to a house. I don't know, so I don't want to find out. So I'm going to stay here. So, but the reason I did it was I just wanted to see how big I can get. Like I've never done it before. I've never seen how I had a bunch of body fat that I knew I could use. And I've worked out a ton in my life. Right. So I just figured why not go at it. And I set some huge PRs that I never thought. I mean, who would have thought that I could do 425 squats? I had no idea I could do that. I just did 2 weekends ago. I think I was just doing 405 for reps. We were doing it. And then I was like, get out of here. So that's then benching, I hit 405 and I never thought I would hit 4. That's 4 plates on both. I'm like, get out of here. There's no way I just did that. Right. I was pumped, dude, the day I did that. But I mean, I just do it because it's it's a stress reliever, bro. Seriously, working out and getting those endorphins out, it just makes me such a happier person. And I think clearly now, more clear than I used to. And now I don't know, man. It's just a clarity that I got from working out, and I just don't want to lose that feeling. So I just keep doing it, man. I just keep kicking some butt and try to kick my butt into gear and go. And yeah, lately I've been kind of slacking with my times. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I know. I'm sorry.
It happens, man. Sometimes
I still make it most of the time, but it's not always at 3 a.m. But
sometimes you just need to recharge. You're a little bit later, but you're still doing it. It's okay.
It's just Dave work out, or is he shopping at Baby Gap? You know what, Mac, with the cheese, Mr. Lionbeard. Dude looks like he's got freaking alfalfa in a freaking headlock. Freaking beard is huge.
Your posts are motivational, though. They really are. I will say the name of your bearding content and your social media fits you very well. You are bearded, and you are a motivator. You really are, and I mean that. I'm not saying that to plug or kiss your ass. Have you kicked Scott to get healthy yet? No, dude, he has not. I can't lie.
You do bust this. I did when you first went to the doctor. I did.
Yeah. He did.
And then I started watching him eat food. He was eating better. I don't know where he's at now. It's been a minute.
Not so good. Not so good. Can't lie. My job is stressing me the fuck out. I can't lie. It really is. And I don't. And, yeah, it's my blood pressure's through the roof. Honestly, it is, and that ain't good.
I'm thinking if you were to exercise or walk or do something, that would probably help a lot.
That's. I'm not making excuses. But my work schedule, I don't want to do it. That's my problem. I come home, I'm like, I don't want to do it.
And that's cool that you said that right now, because that's the way I used to be. until I actually started feeling the benefits of actually doing it.
Yeah, that's another kick too. Let's just say I start. Let's say I start right now. I won't be dead ass tired. I'll be sore as shit. I'm like, I ain't doing this. I want to do it. After a month, it goes away, and you're like, I got this.
See, what the problem is too is a lot of people when they go back to working out, they start working out so hard that they hurt. They don't necessarily hurt themselves, but they get so sore, right?
Yeah.
They don't have a recovery plan. They don't have any of that stuff in place. They don't know what they're going to do.
Recovery plan. Beer.
But I'm saying, like, it's a real thing. Like, the day after tomorrow is super true. Like, leg day, I'm fine the next day. It's the day after that I am like walking like a crazy person. But I mean, it's just one of those things, man, where you got to like go slow. Like, start walking 15 minutes in the morning before you go to freaking work. Just wake yourself up with your cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Do something. Who cares?
We got to keep that in mind for my wife. Mandy is going to be having a surgery here in 2 weeks. Nothing killer crazy. She's having a hernia surgery. She's had it for quite a while, but we got to get it fixed. So 2 weeks from now, she's going to have a surgery. And last time when she had her female surgery, she jumped back into full swing and dog grooming heavy, hardcore, and she regretted it. And she said this time around she ain't doing that. So
hey, E-Rock says that he was lifting a squat in 375 and then he doesn't like the mask. They only make us wear the mask to the desk. After the desk here in Florida, they don't make you wear it. But I was in the gym when I took a vacation. I went to Minnesota. I went 4 days while I was there. And every time I went, they made me wear my mask. I had it under my chin, though. I couldn't breathe with it on my face. So
I don't get me wrong. I don't want to get in too deep with that because it'll involve me speaking an opinion that not a lot of people want to hear, but I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. I'm like, let it go. The
sun is on the freaking elliptical right now watching us. Attaboy. Good stuff, man. Tag me in your post, bro. Better tag me. That's what I make people do. Tag me in your workout post, man. Get on that stuff. Let's go.
Thank you to the 4 thumbs down. Thank you all very much. Appreciate all 4 of you.
It's me. It's my fault.
I know one of them is Chris. I already know that. He gives me a thumbs down on every video he jumps in. So it was the 3 of you. There we go. You're talking about fitness while Joey's stuffing his face with Little Caesar's pizza. There we go.
Bro, yesterday, my wife's like, I don't want to cook. I'm buying pizza. I'm like, I'll take a thin crust. It doesn't matter what size it is. And she got it, and I ate the whole freaking thing yesterday.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
I didn't eat anything else all day, so I was good with it. It didn't matter. I got my calories in one sitting. I was good.
You're working out and stuff. Or if you change your diet and stuff too?
Yeah. A lot of my diet is mostly like chicken. If I eat red meat, it's got to be like really lean. So like, what's that? Angus beef. It has to be like really lean meat if I eat it.
Yeah.
And then if I eat fish and lots of sushi and rice and stuff like that. Sodium, like I try to stay real low on the sodium and sugars. But I mean, I do take like body armor and stuff like that too for hydration. But I'm like, you know what?
That really work, the body armor. I tried one at a gas station one time, and I'm not making fun of it. I just thought it was like a strawberry banana smoothie.
Well, and it's supposed to hydrate you, not just make you feel anything. So all it is basically like electrolytes for your body to like. It helps with the water that I drink every day plus the electrolytes that I get. It just helps that much more for that day, and then the next day too. Because if you're dehydrated going to the gym, you're gonna feel like crap.
Oh
like,
yeah.
There's some days where I'm dehydrated and I can't function hardly. I start shaking.
Right. Yeah. You got to make sure you bring water with you when you go to the gym, or make sure it's there. I can attest to that.
I'm gallon gearing that bad boy every day when I go.
When I was very active playing music, and I was a singer of a band. Dude, I went to the gym, and I didn't work out of any kind. I didn't need to. I was 175, 180 pounds. I was toned. I mean, if I showed you photos of me as a singer, you'd be like, "That's not you," because I look completely different. I'm not big. The hair obviously wasn't there, but you'd be like, "That doesn't even look like you." I look like a little kid. Well, all I did was run on the treadmill. That's all I did. I ran like 4 to 10 miles, like 3 or 4 days a week. And of course, my bandmates are like fat, like ghosts looking dudes. You know, they're just fat. And they're, why do you do that? And I've said, I've got to jump around and keep people's attention for 2 to 3 hours when we play shows. You just stand there and do this. You know, I'm like, the difference.
Too funny.
I've had a goatee ever since I was like 18, 19 years old, Stefan. And I started growing like the chin curtain, and I don't know exactly when, but probably in my late 30s. I'd say probably 10 years, last 10 years, I've had a beard. Like a beard like Deez. Just a little, you know, I don't want to call it the business beard, but a nice looking beard. This actually started when you guys have seen me in front of a camera. Like
I just trimmed it because I'm trying to get the stuff to fill in.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving my girth, but I wanted to grow it a little. My mustache was getting all kinds of like weird and frayed at the ends, and I'm like, oh, it just doesn't look right. I'm just gonna have to make a weird cut for now. I'm good with it.
So we're talking about beards, and this is a bearding channel, so we got to break it to it.
Yes, sir.
Finding the bearded community. I got to ask you, what all of a sudden, Hollywood's in Florida. What happened? What turned you onto this?
My buddy and I were talking crap at work one day about beards, and we were like, whatever, you can't have a good beard. And then all of a sudden, my buddy's like, look. And I look at it, and I'm like, dude, whatever. And then all of a sudden, like, we're like, Scuba was the one we were looking at, right? So we saw Scuba's beard, and we're like, dude, that's fake. Right? Like, I'm like, that's fake. I'm like making fun of him. I'm like, that's quit showing me this fake stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, we're looking at it more, and we find Dan, and then we find you, and we're like, this could actually be, you know, like, we should grow our beards out, bro. Like, we should do it. Like, we're old enough. Let's do it. So we started growing our beards out, and that's pretty much like from that point on, we were just in the beard community. And John, JB Beard Co., remember, he used to make those little things, the holders for the oils.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it anymore, but yeah, still talk to that guy too all the time. He gets his haircut from me every once in a while. But yeah, that's that.
You were a channel surfing dude on 2U. Okay. All right.
I was.
I gotta ask, what was the first product you actually bought? I gotta try it. What was it?
So the first product I ever got was Honest Amish.
Oh, how ironic.
The second product that I ever got was that Beardova kit. Remember that Beardova kit?
Mm-hmm.
I still have the straight razor for it. So
that straight razor I remember seeing the videos because I wanted it just for that damn straight razor. I was like, holy crap.
And the shears in there weren't bad, right? They weren't horrible. There's better ones out there you could get, but I ended up giving those to somebody too because I didn't have a set of shears, and I was like, dude, here, I got a set that are okay. So I hooked them up, right? So I don't know, man. I've hooked people up with lots of stuff. Like, I feel like I'm blessed to be a reviewer that gets
oh my God. Wait, here we go. Here he is. This guy.
Josh.
This guy comes in here. Now, have you done it yet, Josh? Have you honestly done it? I'm not convinced. Have you seriously embraced the bearded life? I don't think you have. I mean,
I don't think he has either.
I'm not convinced. I'm sorry. The dude's probably got 1,500 to 2,000 subscribers now.
Yeah, he passed me. He passed me, bro. He went.
I'm not seeing that he's embraced it. I don't think he has. I don't know.
His videos are great, though. I love watching his videos.
He can't even read. How are they going to be good?
He goes, I knew it was coming. I do it every day. He says, I do it every day, brother.
I love messing with Josh. He's a good dude.
Yeah, Josh is a good guy.
Good work, man. Seriously, you're doing a fantastic job.
I knew it was coming, he says.
He was ready. He was ready for it. So, but anyway, congratulations on passing. I call the 1,000 goal just because that was my first goal. And keep going, man. You're doing a great job.
I'm just having fun, man.
What's that?
Just having fun, doing things and stuff. You know what I mean?
Things and stuff. Y'all don't know nothing about things and stuff, man. Anyway.
They don't have a clue.
So you got into this and you started just following people on social media. And then what made you like, I can do this?
Well, my collection was getting stupid big. I think I had like 100 oils by the time I finally like really got into it. First, it was going to be like a workout channel because I was fat. I was like 400 pounds, right? And I was like, oh, these are really, it was horrible. You guys, I left them up so y'all could watch that kind of stuff. So you could see like what it's like to start out. It was on my cell phone, just doing a video of like Jaybird headphones and some other headphones I had. And then I did some supplement one, I think too. I've done that one too, not long ago, but I think that's a reason why like my beard was growing so much better than it was before. Because now I can trim it and it grows back really fast compared to what it used to. It used to take a year to grow like a half inch. Like, what the frig? But now it's growing. It's doing things and stuff. It's actually thick. It's not super, like it used to be really like you could see through it all the time. It was horrible. But now my underbeard is getting really thick now. So I really dig that. But Scott always does that to me.
So you started doing it the way most when we tell people use your phone, you did it. If they can do it, I can do it. Right.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
And you did, and out of nowhere, the motivational posts started coming. We started seeing the videos from Bearded Motivation. We've seen your channel evolve. Scott and Dave was the 2 to 5th that I followed when I found the community. Awesome. That's cool, man.
I remember when Steven showed up on my channel. Yeah.
Appreciate that. I couldn't remember the exact number of what you said. That's awesome. So when you got into it, you found certain channels you liked and stuff. And let's be real. You tried, I don't know how many products I've reviewed and tried and sampled and tested out. I have no idea, people. It's not me bragging.
I could never tell you how many now.
Yeah. It's not the fact that I don't care about it. It's just when you've done this long enough, you know when something's good and when something's bad. And I can tell you that because right now I'm testing out 6 different oils from one company. And so far I'm on bottle number 4. First 2 are garbage. And I even told the owner that. I said, and hey, it wasn't, I was like, this isn't working for me, man. Oh my God. Now they see what he's doing? Now he's trying to butter us up now. That's $4.95.
I think that's cool.
Life every day. I'll have to watch this back. Got to get these kiddos to bed. Cheers. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. But I'm not seeing it, man. I'm sorry. You're going to have to convince me. Anyway, as I was saying, not everybody has a price for the $1 Million Man. That was the moral of that little post there. That's what that was.
Yeah.
I'm testing out these products for this company, and they didn't work. I was itching I was like, this isn't working for me. Went down the line, bottle 3, better. Number 4, I'm like, I dig this. So that's as far as I've gotten so far. And I'm giving them thorough testings, because that's what this guy sent them to me for. So I'm hoping I'm doing him some kind of justice. And I appreciate that he is still giving me the time of day.
I think that you need to do that for him if he's wanting you to. Is he trusting you to tell him which one's the best one? Absolutely. I think.
Yeah. Well, and their vials. Oh hell, we all know the Artiest Man sample. They're pretty much enough to last you a good week or 2. Yeah, that's how much the vial he sent me. And I'm on 4. 4's pretty good so far. But another thing he was said to me, proud to be part of the Hype's longest stream. Dave is a great dude and love watching his videos. See, these are the type of comments that Dave used to put in our videos, and now he's receiving them.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
It's awesome.
It is pretty crazy.
How do you feel working hand in hand with these companies? Because think about it, when we first started making,
I lost you. I think I'm still good.
Content making video. Not saying this is this is wrong or whatever. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Now you're there.
Are we good?
Yeah,
we're good.
We're good.
Okay. When we first started making content, guys, in all seriousness, we were doing what we could to make videos, reaching out to companies, and I know companies hate it because I shouldn't even say this. There are private chats that are on social media with companies who talk about people like us, and they hate it.
Yeah.
And I'm not throwing any company under the bus or whatever. I'm just stating a fact. People talk in general. I talk to companies, I talk to people, companies talk to companies. That's how the world works. But
Right.
I know there are private chats out there of some companies that do this community conversation, and they probably bounce ideas off of people. They may run their mouth about a content creator or whatever. That's fine and dandy. But one of the things that people talk about and they got pissed about, asking for free product. Okay. Let's put this in perspective here. If I'm asking you for a product in general, let's just say I want to try your product out. Maybe I may just set an example. Maybe my YouTube channel has 50,000, 100,000 subscribers. And I'm asking you for just let me try one of your bottles of oil. And you snub me, I'm going to remember it. Is it some companies, they're like, no, we don't want to do that. It's not the fact that we're trying to get free stuff from you because we just want free shit. Some of us actually do this to help the company get your name out there, not make money off of you. And then with some companies, because this has also been a big debate in our community that you were a part of as well, when we people get pissed off, us big timers, as we've been called, because some of us are compensated or
sellouts is the newest one again.
So we back to sellouts now because, dude, it's so great to say that. Here in a couple of weeks, I got two of the biggest sellouts coming on my damn channel. Them cousins, dude, they're up now.
Crazy, dude.
They are straight living it up. They are.
I love the cousins. Cousins are great.
Dude, the people just because since they're now sellouts, they're now in that big boy group that I was categorized in. A lot of people must not like them now, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, what you got to consider, though, it's not all reviewers take the time to test. Some just crack the bottle, smell it. That's very true.
You know, Pete, you kind of nailed. You put the hammer right on the freaking head of that nail.
There are some channels, and I'm not saying any names. I'm not starting a problem. I'm stating a fact. There are some channels on YouTube where you're opening up a bottle and you're smelling it right on camera for the first time, because I can tell by your reaction and your face. I'm not stupid. There are channels where you see them unbox a box, or they'll post it on their social media. Hey, I just got this. If you're putting out a video 3 days later, you're not doing a review. You're making a commercial. That's what you're making. You can get mad at me all you want.
Yeah.
I've got a product sitting right there on my shelf that has been sitting there since December that I've been using. And I'll tell you what it is. It's the Fable CBD line. I'm still using it, not every day, but I'm still using it because on my channel, I give it to you guys straight. I tell you real. I've reviewed and tested my products thorough enough, all of my reviews. And I've got and what's the number one thing that I talk about? The first thing I always talk about, Dave, what is it? On the whiteboard, price.
Mm-hmm.
I have to justify and I don't know how much the prices are at current, but keep in mind I've got the first set of CBD. I've got to convince someone to buy a $40 to $50 some bottle of oil. How am I supposed to do that if I've used it a couple times? Yeah, this works for me, right? Sure. That's bullshit.
I always tell everybody, I always say, you know what? You guys can believe me or not. You got to try it before you say
exactly.
You got to try it.
I've been using this CBD line. I'm halfway through the bottle of oil and butter. The conditioner, I cannot lie, since I trimmed my beard, I don't condition my beard maybe twice a month. And I'm not kidding. I don't need it anymore. So I'm saying this on camera. So when you guys see the video, I'm going to say it again. Since I've trimmed my beard back, I don't need to condition my beard anymore. But what I'm getting at is this Colin gave me this for free. He doesn't really need my review because his CBD line has worked wonders. We all have seen it.
Right.
But to some people, they like run right there, and it's Mo. Mo is dying to see what I think of this product. He asks me all the time. He's like, I need to know what you think about it. So
I already know what he thinks about it. I don't need to ask him.
I think it's straight garbage. No, that's a joke, people. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Straight out of the garbage cans.
What I'm trying to say is, some of these companies, they and there are people in the community, they want to throw hate on it on guys like me, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're just doing it to make money." If you think I'm doing this to make money, you got another thing coming, because I make on an average maybe $30 a month from YouTube. That's
and
it.
Let's be serious though for a second. I'm just going to ask it like a question.
Sure.
If anybody was given the opportunity to make money and do what they love to do, would you say no?
Yeah.
You would say no.
I kind of fell ass backwards into doing this because I was like you, buying stuff, watching videos, and I was like, I could do this. You all saw me sitting at my damn kitchen table, sitting at looking at my phone doing videos.
I remember that.
You know, and I had no idea what I was doing. And then some nerd from Kansas called me one day. Hey, making money. Speaking of that, we got a $4.99 donation from Pocky Chesapeake.
Chesapeake.
Chesapeake Beard Grooming. Thank you, Gary. Thank you very much for your donation. What I'm getting at is, I don't do this for money. I don't. Do I make money? Sometimes. Sometimes I do. Are you going to fault me for being real on camera like I'm doing right now? You going to fault me for telling you I don't recommend this product because it brought irritation to my skin? No. But it might not for you. You know, at least I'm man enough to tell you this really put a red rash on my skin, instead of saying, this is fantastic. Just to make money. I don't. There's four of us that you guys have dubbed the big boys. Okay, not saying anything about. I love all three of the other guys. Scuba has earned his reputation. He's got a big following. A cup of coffee on me. Thank you, Joey.
Cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee in the morning. Anyway, Top of the top. He's got a lot of followers, and he does a fantastic job of what he does.
Yeah, he does.
Dan C. Bearden, he can't read. He's the teacher, but he still can't read. He does a lot of research. He's put the time in.
What's up, Lenny?
Matt is a business beard type of guy, and that's the character that he. I don't want to call him a character. That's what he keeps himself as. Because if you notice when he's doing it, he looks very professional. You know, he does. And me, I'm a smart ass. It's a serious. If I don't like it, I don't like it. It's that simple, you know. And I tell you straight, this sucks. I don't like it. Then that's just how I am. Four of us, four different personalities, and we're all doing this. And now look at it. Look at the big boys now. Hollywood's one of the big boys. You all might not think he is. He's one of them. Sure, he's one of them. I'll tell you one who is doing a fantastic job. Brian from Beards and Banjos. Look at that man. He could be a beard barber. I don't know about hair. I don't know about hair, but he could. He's never cut it on camera. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you know what? The part that I think is really awesome about Brian is it's not easy cutting your own hair. So for him, I mean, we've all seen Scuba screw up his beard. Can we agree on that? We saw that the other day. That was like, what, 2 weeks ago? He right in the back. I was like, oh.
I did not watch that.
He cut off a good, like, I swear it was 1 inch to 1.5 inches. He cut off back here. And he goes, oh,
I didn't watch it. I'm sorry.
You see, the thing is, guys, you don't want to take off too much. Just take off a little bit. It'll be back in like 2 weeks, he says. And I'm like, to have those freaking genes, man, where it grows back in 2 weeks, it's crazy.
Yeah, he does have that blessing. I will say. But making content, though, I think it's actually got Johnny Grooms to have tears in his eyes laughing. Oh, yeah. What happened to your hair? Dude, what happened to my hair? I don't think we need to discuss it, dude. Mullet Nation. It's coming. I don't care.
Mullet freaking Nation. Hello.
Mullet Nation. I named it BP. What'd you name your hair? Business party. What you got?
Look at that texture. Look at the flow. Look at it.
Yeah, see right there. And he keeps grinding. That's the point I'm trying to make.
He does.
We all keep grinding. Some of us, like me, we get lazy and we take a break for a little bit longer than we should have. But
I just keep grinding too, man. That's all you can do, right, Brian?
Yeah. Do your thing. Do you know how many people ask me, I want your opinion of my video. I want your opinion of my video. I get it all the time. And I'm not saying this to throw shade at them. Mo and Brian, they send me their videos privately, because they want my opinion. Dave has done it too. I mean, we do that. We do that with the people we trust because they want, like, which one I sent, let me think who it was. I sent a video last year to Rob Acker. Rob Acker, straight bearded. And it was Black Rebel, the Cash. And I didn't give it a not so good review. I was the only one who didn't. I was one of the few that didn't give it a not so good review. I hated putting it out because it didn't do well for me. I had to do it. Do you know how much praise I got for that? A lot.
Do you know how much crap I got for mine saying that? Pedro was pissed.
It was nothing personal.
That's what I'm saying.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Like the hardest part for me is like when a company owner asks you, they want the truth, right? They're like,
yeah.
So what did you think of my old this? And I say it wasn't any good.
Yeah.
And they go, wow. And I'm like, well, then why'd you ask?
Yeah.
No, like I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I'm not gonna gain anything.
I can't stand that when a company cannot take a not so good review. When you want a review from one of us, you better hope and pray that we're being real with you completely. I'm expecting a message to come through, and it didn't happen.
Well, and it's hard too, right? Like because you see the masses are all like good, and it doesn't work for you, and you're like, what do I do?
Exactly.
I tell the truth. This is how it worked for me. I wasn't very into it. You know what I mean? It's hard. Like it really is hard.
And that's not us saying that all these people are making commercials.
Right.
It doesn't work for me. I'm going to tell you why. And I hated saying it because I absolutely loved the scent of Cash.
Oh, dude, phenomenal scent. That scent was bomb.
Thought it was great.
Yeah.
But I said to myself, I can't. This isn't working for me. I hated saying that. I was like, God.
Oh no, Joel didn't like his Cash.
Couldn't stand smell. Okay, and then that's the thing.
See,
that's the thing that's going to be subjective for everyone in the world.
Tomato.
Tomato, what?
Tomato.
Well, we're making beer content, right? And he's got this thing going on, the things and the stuff, and out of nowhere, Razor Ramon comes in the picture. You've been waiting for this the whole time. I know you have. So I got to ask you, who do you think you are taking my name? Look at the name.
I'm the bad guy.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Hey, man.
You, without a hesitation, just stroll down the aisle, and you're like, hey, yo, man, I'm taking over.
Say hello to the bad guy.
You straight up, without a hesitation, you started so many conversations in the bearded community. And the thing is, you were just being real.
Yeah, truth be told, I mean, there's always a right way to do things, right? And I could have classed it up a lot. And
what happened? Because I don't think you've ever had a conversation of what happened.
I think I just got sick of the noise, bro. You know what I mean? Like everybody was saying everything to me, and I was just like seeing all the stuff and seeing all the things, and I was like, man, it just got to me, bro. Like I really think it was because I was just going stir crazy, maybe. I don't know. It was a horrible part. Like seriously, I've never been more stressed in my life, ever. And I have kids. You know what I mean? So like the messages, the hate messages I got, like it was bad, bro. It was.
You made a video you made a video. I'm not going to name any names from companies or people, just out of respect, just because we should be professional and respectful in that manner.
Right.
You made a video. Someone else made you all about the same product and stuff. And I watched them. And I had to decipher or take them in. And I'm like, okay. Then I start seeing the other videos come in, same product. And I'm funneling all this shit in. And then I start seeing this. Hey, man. Hey, did you watch that? Did you watch that? Did you watch that? And I'm like, yeah. And I remember my video said, can I have your attention for a little bit of or about beer conditioner or something. The whole time I'm looking in the camera in my head, I'm pointing a finger at Hollywood the whole time because I didn't agree with what he said. And we had a falling out and we fixed it in a matter of like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was the fact that we talked it out, we manned it out, whatever. But that goes to show you, I didn't agree with what he had to say. Like a smart ass that I am, I made a wrong video, but I got people's attention. I did it to prove a point and to get attention. I don't think that was your reasoning for making those kinds of videos. I don't think you were like, hey, I want to up my subscriber count. Let me turn into a bad guy.
No, man, that was because I'm not a bad guy, right? Like
people may have thought that because
some did. Some of them did. Some of them thought that. And you know what's funny? Probably the weirdest part of the whole thing, and I'm saying it because it really threw me off. I was like, what? Like I knew I was wrong, right? I knew it was too much. It was just way over the top, and I was done with it. And when I like told everybody I was sorry and I apologized for the way things went, and people were super cool about it because I manned up and I owned it and I knew I did it and I knew it was wrong. But when people got mad at me because I didn't do it anymore, I about fell out of my chair. I'm like getting these messages of people mad at me, and I'm like,
yeah, I do recall seeing, when we're going to get that Dave back. I remember seeing those comments in the live.
I'm never going to be like, because that's not who I am. I'm not like that. It was just there was so much BS going on. I was just done with it. I was like, and I'm not the person that should be telling anybody anything to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's the way I felt at the time. But I mean, we all learn, right? We live and learn. That's what we do.
I think you did a fantastic job. I may not have agreed with your videos because, and I even said it in one of your Instagram live streams where I defended you very well because I went on a rant that day. I don't remember what it all came from, but I said, Dave is doing Dave. I don't agree with everything he says. You could not watch, unsubscribe, don't follow. It's real simple. Dan C has said it tons of times, block and move forward. It's not hard to do. Really not. It's not. Trust me. There's a dude there's a dude recently who caused a ruckus in this community. And that son of a bitch, I hope his YouTube channel and his Instagram get completely removed from social media. I'm sorry. I don't care. I will report your channel and your Instagram every day because I have been ever since you've opened up my name from your mouth. I don't care. What you did was disrespectful to the bearded community, and I am a leader. I can say that because I helped make this community as much as Dave and everyone else has. That's a shitty way to make a little girl feel good for her, for what has happened to her.
Yeah, that was a crap.
You made yourself look like a professional asshole. Shut your YouTube channel down and go back to playing video games in your mom's basement or whatever you do.
Yeah, you can't believe. And I will say one thing.
I didn't even know that happened. That's the funny thing. I didn't know anything was going on because I was not into social media at that time. It was only a month ago. But I got bitched at and called out because I'm so in it for myself that I didn't post anything about it.
Can you say it? Can you say the saying that you said on that video?
You say it. If you remember it, say it. I don't remember.
Hold on, let me find it. I have.
I don't remember. So
It's freaking hilarious.
oh, okay.
I have something on loop for you. Hold on, let me find it.
Hold on a minute. Let me take a drink of water. I'm probably gonna laugh.
You'll laugh so hard.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Buddy. Fuck you, 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 buddy.
It's on loop.
Fuck you, buddy.
I saved it.
You probably listen to that once a day at least.
I laughed. Whenever I'm like in a funky mood, I'm just like, where's Scott? I'll just laugh at him. Because that was like I know he was being serious, but I couldn't help. I was when I saw it, I was just so thrown off. When he said it, I just started rolling, bro.
That guy who is the bottom rung of society, I will say. He could have represented a company and made a little girl and her family feel nice and appreciated. He didn't. He turned into a shit show completely.
Can I make that my text notification?
And like I said, I had no idea that was even going on at all. If I would have known, yeah, I would have probably jumped in it myself, you know?
Yeah.
But
no, it was
I was never even told by the person who that was directed to.
Funniest shit happened too. I was laughing so hard. Sorry, Scott. I know you're upset, but to me, I knew you. I was like, okay, this is classic right here. This is gonna last forever.
That pissed me off, and I think about it every day. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I was minding my own business in my own little world.
Yeah.
Oblivious to YouTube and Instagram, and that was a wrong way for me to say I'm back.
You know, one thing that I've learned about like a lot of that stuff too is I said my piece, right, in a calm, collective manner. I was totally chill. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to say my piece and I'm just going to move on because there's no reason to give any more clout, any more anything to this guy. I just don't talk to anybody that had like, I'm done with that stuff, man. Like I have no time for any BS. I just don't anymore. Like, it's like, if you have nothing to add value to what we're trying to do in the community, I don't want anything to do with it. Like, I don't want, if you're going to try to like make a regime and take people out and things and you think you're tough and you want to be a cyber bully, then do it. But I'm not going to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
That was what I was honestly going to, I was reading the comment. You were impressively chill. That was my intention. But dude, when I get woke up in the middle of the night, because let's just be real, I don't sleep very much through the week. And when I get woke up on a Friday night to that, you better be on the other side.
2:00 in the morning, I woke up for no reason. That's what time I did that live. Because I found out about it and I was like, what? What is going on?
I have a cup of coffee, or coffee cup that is equivalent to a half a pot of coffee. And that's what I had in my hand. I drank it and got another one. I was like, you motherfucker.
It was like your pre-workout. Like,
I was furious.
Hey, what's up, Bearded Wolf?
Like I said, totally disrespectful to people who probably knew nothing about the situation that he could have fixed himself.
Well, you started talking about my wife. I mean, you know.
Oh, I did hear that. I did hear that. And then the company tried to make me like I did something wrong. Motherfucker, I shouldn't even be saying this because I blocked the company and I don't really care if they hear this. That company was a part of that live stream. They made the product. They should have represented themselves even further, staying in the live stream for that little girl, but they jumped out. That's disrespectful. Whether you see it that way or not, that's disrespectful. And then because of what happened afterwards, I'm in the wrong for that? I don't think so. That company owner should have said something to that person, made some kind of a comment on social media to cover your own ass.
Yeah.
In general. It
was a bad situation. Like, next question.
Oh, so we got to go to the next question then.
Next subject.
So when are we going to see the return of Razor Ramon then?
Never.
So maybe we should just switch name titles here. Maybe I should start becoming the hey guys.
No, man, I'm having too much fun. Like I enjoy it like every day of it now. Like I don't ever cringe. The only time I cringe is when I have to do a bad review. Those aren't never fun, right? But
keep giving me your thumbs downs, people. Go ahead. I don't care because I'm one of the few who actually is real and tells it like it is and speaks the truth.
yeah,
That's the problem with people in the world now. You don't want to hear what actually is going on and the truth. You just want to smudge it up and make it hunky dory.
I mean, yeah.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Mm.
No, he's not Psycho Sid. Dave is Hollywood. He will forever be Hollywood.
He always tried to tell me that I remind him of Psycho Sid, and I'm like,
I know why. I know exactly why it is. It's the way your hair lays. Take a look at your hair, and then take a look at a picture of Psycho Sid's hair.
yeah. If I colored my hair blonde, I could see it.
Yep, I'm telling you. And not only that, you are the ruler of the world. I mean, that's Psycho Sid. That's just what he did.
I rule the world.
Imagine that. I love him.
That song.
Oh, that's such a good tune.
It's for all I have to listen to
Yeah,
that.
I haven't listened to that in years. I rule the world. I don't think you all want me to do that. I really don't.
I always call Molly. I always call her Pinky, and she goes, "No, I'm Brain," and I'm like, "Nope, you're Pinky." Because we're trying to take over the world.
Hey, right? What do you want to do tonight?
He goes,
Zoid. We do every night, Pinky. Trying to keep the world. Brain, brilliant. Oh, no, Brain. Oh, Billy Rogers come in. Hey, man, thanks for coming in. Good to see
what up?
you.
Shaky shake.
So the future, I got to ask you. I got to ask you. I'm getting a delay. Did you hear it? It's on your end.
I hear you.
What is the future? Since we're moving forward, we're moving forward now. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm expecting messages from the haters here in the future. Looking in the camera too. Shut your channel down. That's all I'm saying. Future of bearded motivation.
Yeah.
Deez the Barber. So we haven't even talked about you being in the barber yet. What's up with that? I mean, you're like cutting hair and stuff now.
Yeah, bro, enjoying it. I mean, it was weird when I went on vacation. Everybody was calling me when I was gone, and I'm like,
Isn't that how it works? Usually,
yeah. I'm like, I'm in Minnesota right now. They're like, yeah, but when can I get a haircut? And I'm like, when I get back. Like, I'll be back next week.
Yeah. You know,
So,
gotta
yeah,
wait.
I came back, and right when I came back, I got hit hard that week with a lot of cuts, which was cool. I enjoy cutting. It's fun. I don't ever really feel like it's work. Like, the only time I ever feel like it's work is like when they start talking about things that I don't want to talk about.
we went to. I remember when you were telling us you were going to barber school, and I remember that dick Bruce Banton was even like giving you shit for going to barber school.
Yeah, it was. We cutting doll heads, freaking douche.
I don't know why you all even attempt to give him the time of day. Honestly, I don't. But you went to barber school, and you went to a pretty damn good one, Paul Mitchell.
Yeah, Paul Mitchell School. Yeah.
From everything you've learned from Paul Mitchell, from everything you've learned from Deez, this your I'll call it your barber school because you have your own little tricks of the trade.
Right.
Would you trade it for something? Would you trade it to do anything else? Because I know that is your profession now.
No, man, I've always wanted to do what I'm doing now. And now that I'm doing what I want to do, why would I want to? I would never want to change it ever. This is like my dream of what I wanted to do. Every time I got a haircut, I always thought, why don't I do this myself? This is so fun. Like, this is cool. Like, the way I felt getting a haircut was the way I wanted others to feel. So I wanted to give that feeling to them when I gave them a haircut. Because when you get a haircut, let's be honest here. We love the way we feel when we get a haircut. We feel good. We feel like a new person.
Yep.
It's like getting an oil change on your car. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just feel refreshed. Like, it's just you feel like it's a new day, right? You're just like, yeah, nice. Let's get it. Nice. Let's go. Party time.
You remember last year when I took the pictures? When I trimmed my beard down short and I went to the barber, and I remember the photos because it's the beard justice sleeveless. And all you guys were like, dude, you look like a brand new person. You know, I get it because I got nothing but great comments because I had high and tight haircut, and and I had a new beard. It was like a new me. All you guys were like, "Damn, you look completely different." I get what you're saying. It's uplifting. It's uplifting.
Yeah, it's cool. You just feel good. Like I have a client that comes in. I do his eyebrows. I just line them up. I don't do anything else. I just clean them up because the hairs around the eyebrows sometimes get a little crazy.
Right.
And his boss notices all the time when he goes to work. Like every day, every time after he comes here, he'll go to work, and the next day over the loudspeaker, in case anybody didn't see, so and so got his eyebrows done. Tell them how great they look.
That's messed up.
But do you know what he says? They're right here. Take a look. They look amazing. You need to go see Dave. He goes, Deez the barber, the best barber in the O. And I'm like, dude, you're a clown. That's so funny. I love it. He's a good dude, man. Really good dude.
So it sounds to me, as I want to bring the discussion to a close, it sounds to me like you kind of gone full circle. You're going back home. There they come. I told you it wouldn't take long. So it sounds to me you're going full circle. Here we are, going back home now. Any regrets? Would you trade anything? Would you want to do anything?
No, man. Like everybody has. Like here's this is how I'm going to say it. Like I feel like everybody in their life has a certain point in their life where they realize, hey, we got to do something to change. Like we just got to get away for a little while, right? Like we just got to go somewhere, do our family, do our thing, and then when we're ready, we'll go back. And that's what we're doing. We're going back now because we did our thing. We got away. We know what's the most important, and that's what we'll just stick to. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life is just enjoy it, have fun, love my family, and do me. Have fun.
Well, as long as I get to keep my nickname, I don't think you and I are going to have a problem because
I'm good. You can keep it.
Well, I had it first. MTV News. You heard it first.
You can have it, man. You can have it.
Okay. Are you ready? Now, I went from Razor Ramon to Triple H on him. He wasn't even ready. Are you ready? Well, here it comes.
Are you ready?
Hold
on, let me get some water.
It's time for that speed round. Some of these you have heard. Some of these you haven't. Number one, we always start out with Coke or Pepsi.
Coke.
What kind of Coke?
Coke Zero.
Okay. All right.
Looking at it right now. Your
favorite haircut to give someone?
Ooh. It depends. What? It's just a regular haircut? Like just
you pick. Your pick.
I'm gonna say transformation haircuts, like where they go like really short from really long.
Your worst haircut to give.
The worst? Oh, geez. Like an uve. It's like a mullet.
What is that?
An uve is where the back comes up as a V. It's a Hispanic cut. So it's like where it comes up as a V in the back. So it's like a mullet, but it comes back down in the back like in the shape of a V.
Okay.
And it's really hard to like, everybody has a different uve they want. Like it's different for every Hispanic male that wants it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're never the same. So it's a pain in the butt already, but it's a pain in the butt even more when they change it up and they want it a certain way, and it's a chore, man. Yeah, okay. It's one of those hour and a half cuts. So yeah,
$50 haircut.
Yeah, it should be.
Should be an hourly rate. Tell me something Molly doesn't know.
Oh my gosh, she knows everything.
I know. That's why I said that.
She knows more than I do, probably. Like I don't even. Because that girl tells me when I have a doctor's appointment. That girl tells me when I mean, best woman ever. I'm telling you.
Tell me something Molly doesn't know that you have done.
Okay. There. She knows everything. When I tell you, she's my best friend, bro. I know. No means that woman knows everything. I tell her everything.
Okay. All right. Okay. What is Dave's peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
What do you mean?
What kind of peanut butter?
Oh, creamy.
Strawberry or what kind of jelly?
I like it with Jif's creamy is my favorite.
Okay.
And then jelly is like it's got to be like a strawberry like preserve. Yeah.
Strawberry all the way.
Strawberry preserve is bomb because it's like just a total different texture. It's not all. It's not like Jello. You know what I mean?
Kind of bread.
Ooh, butter wheat. I like wheat toast.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay. This is because I was trying to think of something different. You're making a grilled cheese.
Mm-hmm.
What all are you doing? What?
So I put well, I don't make them very often. Molly does. We're just gonna put that up front real quick because if I don't, she'll shoot me. But when I do make them, I put butter on the outside of the toast, not on the inside. And I put the cheese in the middle, and that's how I cook them. So I'm not a butter on each side.
No bacon? No.
No, just straight up cheese, and we use tomato soup. We dunk it in tomato soup.
I was expecting bacon in there. I was like, well, okay, all right.
I can't have a lot of bacon.
What is your drink of choice? What is your drink of choice? Not alcohol, just is that how you do it?
Rockstar, the white Rockstar, sugar free.
Okay. What do you put on your cheeseburger that you just grilled?
Oh, it's got to have onions, tomatoes, pickles, ketchup, mayo. It's got to have all the condiments. Bacon. Yeah, I love bacon burgers. As long as I cook them real thick too. So.
Okay. When's the last time you smoked an actual cigarette?
Oh my gosh. I would say 2015 when I first moved here.
Oh wow, you'd been that long. Wow.
Yeah. Now I smoke these e-cig things.
Okay. Your favorite color?
Blue.
Your lucky number is
7.
A quote that you live by.
Pretty much the thing I tell everybody. Change your mind, change your world. That's the best quote I can think of.
I was thinking strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai is pretty good too, but mine personally is like mindset over everything. So, yeah.
3 pet peeves. Pet peeves you have.
People that steal my shit. Because my dad's gun just got stolen. I don't know if you guys know that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they just stole my gun out of my truck. People that steal, people that lie, and people that cheat. Those are my pet peeves. Those are like the 3 big things that you'll get me like on a whole nother level.
Eddie Guerrero. You're an Eddie Guerrero hater. Okay.
Yay.
Okay. What is your go-to comb as a barber?
So my go-to comb as a barber is actually going to be just anything. Basically, I still use the Paul Mitchell green and red. They're the 2 combs that we got when we first started barbering. I still have them, so I still use them all the time. But I do buy like the cheap 15, 20 pack sometimes just to have an extra set in case I drop more than one. But yeah.
Okay. Now when you're grooming the beard, what do you use?
I use a Chicago comb or I use an oxhorn comb, and I definitely still use a boar's hair brush every time.
Okay. If you had to have one scent forever in that beard, what would it be?
Oh my gosh.
You got to pick one. I'm putting you on the spot.
Dude, I can't. There's so much good stuff that came out last year. And then this year, like this is like, I don't know if you can see this shelf up here, but this shelf is just like a brand new shelf that I just put up so I could get some more stuff up there. But it's legit. Like I have this huge thing behind me. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
It goes down quite a ways. So yeah, there's just too many good things coming out of all these awesome companies lately. Like there's no way I could pick one. No way.
I'm going to come back to that one at another conversation because you got to pick one.
I can't. There's no way.
Everybody should know what mine is. I mean, it's not a secret. It's
1912.
That's right. If you could change one thing from your past and do it again, what would it be?
Change one thing from your past and do it over?
A do-over. What would it be?
Man, nothing.
Okay.
You know why? You know why? Can I answer why?
Sure.
Because I would be a totally different person if I didn't have happen what happened to me in the past. So the person that I am today is because of what's happened in my past.
Okay. Advice.
Good and the bad.
Advice to a new content creator in social media.
Consistency.
Learn to read.
I don't care what you put out. Chase the content, not the numbers, and consistency. Like, put stuff out. I don't care. Just do it. Just get behind your phone and just do it. That's all you get. That's all I can really say. Like, I noticed my channel did so much better once I started having a consistent amount of videos every week than it did before that. And that happened last year. And look what happened. I joined the 1K club because of it. So
that's right. Advice to a brand new beard company, new kid on the block.
Don't do the same thing everybody else is doing.
Don't worry. I would say don't worry about what everyone else is doing. That's what
I mean. You can't say that because that's human nature, bro. They're going to worry about it, right?
You know what I'm saying? You know,
right?
Like, oh my God, they made a cent before I did.
Yeah. Like my biggest thing is this: like, if you're a new beard company coming into it, do something completely different. Find a concept. Don't just come out with a bottle of oil and just be like, "This is my oil. Buy it." Why am I buying it? What's different? Why would I want to buy that over buying the other guys? Like,
eliminate one in-shower conditioner, wash or co-wash, or conditioner, co-wash, or beard butter.
Eliminate one?
Yeah.
I'd eliminate co-wash.
Okay. All right. Or do you prefer a stripping wash to use once or twice a week, whatever, or just a daily wash?
I use a daily wash.
Okay. Yeah. How do you take your coffee?
Black.
How do you eat your steak?
Medium rare.
Mushrooms and onions on it too?
Absolutely, for sure. And it's not just any mushroom. It's got to be those good bougie mushrooms.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Pineapple on pizza?
Huh? Pineapple? Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you enter stores through the exit?
Do I what?
Do you enter stores through the exit?
No. I'm not quite Hollywood enough.
Thank God, because I can't stand that. You ever notice that? Someone, the exit door opens and someone just walks right. I'm like,
yeah. Yeah. Stay to the right, sir. Stay to the right.
Yeah. 3 channels to go watch, and they don't have to be beer related.
3 channels to go watch.
Why?
Okay. So I'm going to say Devin. Devin's got a great channel. A lot of really cool pictures. I love watching the way he takes his videography and how it's different. It's like he's in a dorm, but you can't see it, right?
Yeah.
So it's cool the way that he does his B-roll and everything too. And then Mr. B-roll himself, Brandon, All Things Bearded, really good channel as well. Somebody I'd recommend to watch. And then I would say Johnny Grooms. Johnny Grooms, best name in the game because he's got so much different content on his channel. I love it. Like
I've said that for years. That's the best.
Always different, man. Always different. But
okay. This is a 2-part question. What was your favorite? This is the last question. What was your favorite video game as a kid?
Oh, as a kid, Super Mario, man.
What is your favorite board game?
Monopoly.
If you had to pick one of them to play with the family, what would it be?
Mario Kart on the Nintendo.
No, if you had to pick either Mario or Monopoly to play with the family, what would it be?
Monopoly.
Thank you. You proved what we all say. Devices have ruined the world, but we're stuck to them.
I mean, got to move with the phases of life, man.
Dave, you have officially survived the speed round, and we always ask 2 questions at the end. Who do you want to see in the hot seat?
Who do I want to see in the hot seat? Ooh. There's so many good people I could put in the hot seat.
In case anybody
I want to see, I really want to see in the hot seat, and this is just because I haven't seen him yet. Scuba.
I think he's the most popular one people want to see.
I want to see Scuba squirm. That's what I want to see. I just want to see it.
You mean do this?
Yeah. He just plays with his little phone. Like I got the small one of his, but he's like.
And if I always ask for feedback. Oh, is there anything I should add or change to open the door?
Nah, I thought it was fun. That was a good time.
Okay. Now, the one thing that was added to the channel last year by Cedric of Beer Justice, he always wants the opportunity for the guest to put the host in the speed round. If you have any questions, feel free. If you don't have to.
How's Arthur?
Arthur is watching. I think she's watching a cooking video.
Oh,
What are you watching, dear? Isabel.
oh,
Is that a cooking lady? Oh, she's watching videos on tiny houses. She's doing good. Mandy's been studying. She's trying to maybe pursue a new career, and she wants to be a yoga instructor. And it's a lot of work. She's doing a good job, though. I give her a lot of credit. What?
I don't know. We were halfway done.
She's doing a fantastic job. She really is.
keep kicking butt, Mandy.
Yeah, she's doing good. It's Hollywood. He's in the hot seat. Jason Esser, I can honestly say I don't think I have seen your oil holders. Direct message me on Instagram if we don't follow each other. Keep in mind, I do not know your handle on Instagram.
I'll show you one of them. This is one of them.
Florida.
Oh,
Yeah. Florida Dave. Yes, ma'am.
that's actually pretty neat.
Yeah,
I
you
like
can put little things on the bottom. I haven't done it because my desk has already got like a pad on it, but
okay.
Yeah, he makes that, and then there's a 2-tier one. He makes a really big one too. Like if you have a dresser,
Yeah,
he'll do like the 15 one across. But then there's this one too. Just
nice. I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just simple, but it's good. It works. You know
That's
what I mean?
really cool.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Fire away.
You got any collabs this year? Huh?
That's a good question. Shit. I do have one. That's going to be 3, actually 4, counting the maker. There's going to be 4 people that are involved in making it.
I got a really good question because I think Dev's still here. Do you go to sleep with your socks on or off?
Off. I can honestly say that. Unless I pass out before. But yeah, for the most
I had to get all serious because if Dev was in here, I had to make it good. You know what I mean? Like
I sleep with my socks off, or unless it's cold. Yeah, that's understandable.
is there anything that you have to go to sleep with in order to fall asleep?
Yeah, my collaboration will be with one of my coworkers, Brad Shade, and JC Marr, and we're doing it with Pete from Damn Yankee, and
Nice.
This is the inspiration right here.
The Doors.
That's what we're gonna call it Morrison, and that's all you're gonna know.
Scott did the broke ass logo.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I think that's how it is. I think. Is that how?
Sleep happens with socks on always. You're such a weirdo. Who sleeps with their socks on? I can't even sleep with my shirt on. I can't have my shirt on when I sleep. I have to have shorts on.
I'm a big fan of the Doors, Jason Finn. I wanted to do something different, and it's not going to smell like funk. I'm legitimately trying to figure out, other than patchouli, what you would smell from the Doors in general. So
Do that in Florida and those.
I think we'll think something, but that's. You know what? I had a collaboration with Defined Beard Company, and that was supposed to have been out 3 or 4 months ago, and I haven't heard from Carrie since. So that's not on me.
That's too bad. I like Devin because he's the opposite of what most people do, right? Do you like your steak well done, or how do you like it?
Me, I used to be a well done guy, and in all seriousness, I got tired of it being like dry. So I realized you can eat it with it not being dead. I was like, I would say medium, or I'd say little, but
Medium well, medium well.
Medium well, yeah.
That's better than well done. Freaking Devin.
No, I so very rarely will I say I want it well done, or if it's like a restaurant that I've never been to, then I'll go that route. But if it's one I know they've cooked it decent, I'll go with the medium well. Yeah, a little bit of pink. That's about it.
Oh, geez. Look at this picture. That was a long time ago. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this thing to turn. No.
Oh, is that it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's it. Me, you, and Mo.
I don't remember how the donkey did it. I can't remember.
That's awesome. You did it right. You did it right. You just wait.
I really couldn't. I was like, shit, I couldn't remember how it went.
New approach to the whole theme of holders. Big stuff to come. Oh, awesome. That's good
There
stuff.
we go.
Jason. That's what I like to hear, man.
Sounds good.
People and their things and stuff, doing it up. You know what I'm saying? Doing it up and stuff.
I got to get myself motivated to making videos and content again. I just got to get on the ball and do it. I got to get my ass in shape. I got to get my ass motivated 100%. I do.
So I got to start tagging you in all my videos, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Again.
Back at it again. All right. Game on. I'm gonna even take pictures of my food for you. And tag you in it. And everybody can know what I eat all day long. I'll do one whole day of what I eat.
Why not? It's good content to be made.
Food. What's not good about food?
That's right.
And the biggest thing is too, like, we can all like overdo food once in a while, right? It's kind of nice to overindulge once in a while. You don't do it all the time, but you do it once in a while. But once you actually start eating food and learning that it's fuel, not something to do, that's when it changes your life.
Yeah. So, I gotta. Mandy watches a lot of people on YouTube with the things of that nature. I need to grasp that concept for real too.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, Walt's doing a video of him building a kitchen island tabletop out of cherry.
Yeah, I saw that. That's going to be a really good one. You have the motivator right next to you. I know, man. I know I do. I just need to. I'm going to start making some woodworking content. There you go. Go for it, man.
Yeah, man. I did forget one person though. Definitely, if you guys haven't seen Healthy Bearded, dude's on the come up. I mean, I watch Ken's stuff too, but Jake.
Well, I kind of figured he was like heartbroken here because he just went through a pretty bad breakup not that long ago.
I know him and Holly.
I kind of figured he was down the dumps and back and probably drinking a 40 every day or something. I could be wrong.
Hanging with the homies. Respectfully.
Yeah, you know, that's a hard breakup, and on camera for the world to see.
Yeah, man. Those guys are my dudes too, man. They're doing really good things.
And I was supposed to be like the Jerry Springer of that. I was like, what the hell did I get involved in?
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa. I mean, I see the woman and I see like the 4 to 5 my guys. I'm like, whoa.
My guys. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome, Walt, to see for sure. Gonna love it.
Dave, I want to thank you for finally coming on and getting into the hot seat. It's been a long time since we had a nice long chat, and I don't know if I've ever said this to you, and I wanted to say this to you, and I want to say it on camera. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you've done in our bearded community. You've come a long way. You have a great story, a history behind you. I think you're a good human being. I really do. I think you're an asshole for trying to steal my thunder and the bad guy, but that's okay. And also, and I meant what I said in December because I tried to throw in different best of things and stuff, and I meant what I said. You were my reviewer of the year for last year.
That was insane when you said that.
You stuck to your guns 100%. And let's be real. You were one of those chasers to reach that milestone that we all wanted to reach, and you stuck to your damn guns 100% through the good, the bad, and the ugly. You passed it, and you haven't looked back. You have no regrets. I can see that because I can tell in your content. I'm proud to call you my reviewer of last year because you had a hellacious year.
I did. It was crazy. 2020 was horrible. It was a bad year.
And not even because of the obvious. The fact it was just a bad year.
Yeah, it was just crazy. Upside down.
Yeah. And
the only thing I like upside down is cake, gosh dang it.
I gotta agree with you. But I don't think I've ever told you. I appreciate you and everything you bring in your content.
I appreciate you too, man. I do. Seriously.
Don't ever think that I don't. We may have had our ups and downs in our past together, but we're here live on camera, laughing at each other to this very day. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We're alive. We're sharing ass. What? Oh, she's talking to the dog.
All I hear is her accent. What are you doing?
She doesn't she don't hear it. She thinks it's just her.
No, she's got that accent.
But then when she says those words like "ass," you're like,
are you making fun of me? Yes, we're making fun of you.
I'm sure she knows we are now. She said, "Shut up, you smell." That's what she said. No, you see, probably said I did.
You smell.
See, there you go. See,
Hey,
I
You
smell
got to
like cheese. Well, you made me food with cheese, so
You
that
didn't even eat the food. Like it. You're like, I'm just trying not to stuff myself. You didn't like it.
I ate it.
You did not eat it. You
Actually, I ate enough. I did not want to overstuff
were just
myself.
thinking, I don't want this shit. I want a bucket of chicken.
Who doesn't? Hey, you got people that want a bucket of chicken from time to time.
I try to make something nice and healthy, and you're like, I don't want this shit.
You just keep feeding them the nice and healthy. That'll teach them a lesson.
You just want a pound of bacon.
You want a pound of bacon.
I can eat the bacon.
See?
Out.
I'm fat. I like it.
You guys
These are the conversations that Dave gets to witness via FaceTime with me and Mandy on a regular basis.
So funny.
I swear that you called me some random times just to see what we were doing to laugh. I think you have done that.
Well, unless you get so deep in conversation, it's hilarious the way she talks about stuff. I'm just like, yes.
You gonna have a talk show? What are you gonna call it?
Well, that's bullshit.
The let's bullshit.
No, it's just called Let's Bullshit.
Yeah,
That's bullshit. Okay.
I remember when Scott was like, "You are ironing your face." What?
You're ironing your face. Like, are you ironing your face?
I don't remember that. I can eat the bacon. Yeah, I know. That's where we post the Homer Simpson meme back.
Backing into the bushes.
Shut up. Y'all ain't got me funny.
Too funny.
Bacon is its own food group, so is peanut butter. I've said it for years.
No bacon's better.
Peanut butter and bacon. That's Homer Simpson.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
See? You don't even know what you don't even know. Man.
With a little bit of some maple syrup. Oh my god.
Chicken sandwich.
If you make a peanut butter bacon sandwich
I'm gonna eat it.
and you don't make me one, I will stab you again with the fork like I did the first
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna make a peanut butter bacon sandwich.
For some reason, I don't know what happened. She said something and she made fun of me, and I just took a fork and just straight stabbed her in the arm without a hesitation. Went right there.
Bacon equals the duct tape of the kitchen.
What did you say?
I do recall I stabbed you or smacked your face.
You stabbed me with a knife, and I took it like a man.
I can eat the bacon is my ringtone.
He has that thing for wrinkles, and you were like ironing your face. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that, Chad. I didn't know.
Ironing your face.
Yeah, you guys would be amazed at half the conversations that me and my wife have. You'd be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, dude. My wife and I just celebrated our 14th year this year.
14 years.
Yeah, man. 14 years. Yeah, it's awesome.
Mandy and I did our 5-year anniversary.
Congrats.
And it'll be 4 years married here in November. So
there you go.
Yep. I don't know how she tolerates me.
I don't know how any of them do, man. For real. Like a bunch of crazy guys talking about beard stuff all the time. Like,
you put food in my food. Dude, thanks. Maybe that's why I've been acting funny at work. Okay, I get it. I remember that. You know what? This is a joke.
She's like, little PCP here, little crystal meth here.
This is a joke, guys. Before I go any further.
Yeah, it's a joke.
As I've said, for many years, I've talked to my coworker at work. He has always had the mystery of when a woman does her paperwork in the bathroom. He's died to see it from his wife for almost 20 some years. I'm telling you, I will film you doing paperwork in the bathroom. I will film it and take it to work so he can see it. It's going to happen.
Billy says Mick shoots his wife. Scott forks his. I love this community.
I straight stabbed my wife in the arm with a fork. I'm not kidding. I went boom. I straight.
It hurt, she said.
I did. I was like, screw you, man.
And he stabbed me hard, so I stabbed him with a knife or something I had.
I took a knife right to the shoulder.
Beard Wiley says, I would totally watch this reality TV show.
It's called, you know what you call it? You call it love. That's what this shit.
Yeah.
Next
Total
episode of love.
Love.
It be yes, it is. It's love. Don't hate.
Love.
Guys, I have rambled on enough. I've had a great conversation with Dave. I want to end this because I really got to go to bed. But before we go, I want to thank you. I do. Thank you for coming on here. It's been a long time since we've had you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Period. Is there any closing thoughts you want to put in on this? Anything you want to say? Remember, you're uncensored here, man.
I don't really have to be censored because I just kind of do my thing and say what I want anyways. But
Steve Austin. Okay.
Doesn't matter what you say. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all just keep kicking butt, man. Everybody keep doing good things. Just keep freaking Scott. We're gonna get this diet thing down, buddy. I'm gonna get you there, dude. I'm gonna be your online trainer. That's what we're gonna do. I mean,
on my ass, Dave, that needs to go. Okay.
I've already tried to help you in your peach tree. I'm not trying to.
I have cottage cheese on my ass, and I've been watching you for months at the gym, and you can't help me get rid of the cottage cheese on my ass.
She just say cottage cheese? This conversation just went. I am not even talking. No.
I'm serious, man. I need this.
You guys know the routine. Mandy doesn't like being on camera, but you can hear her all day long.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you, dude. He mutes the microphone.
No, I didn't mute it. Actually, the cable fell out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that was funny. I love her yelling in the background. Yeah, dude, Mandy's awesome.
Mandy doesn't like to be on camera unless if she makes an appearance.
I don't look like a crack whore on camera.
No, Matt, you're the MF and man. Be the tab, Matt. Y'all are. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out.
I want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank all you guys for coming in. Next week, we got another old faithful.
Oh, geez.
Now, I don't know what day this is going to be because keep in mind, it's not on Thursdays all the time, because I'm open to do it for anybody's work schedule and stuff. We got the shark finally in the seat.
Damn it.
That's right. Mo, the bearded shark, will be here next week.
I'm gonna be in the seats going, get him, get the shark.
Yeah, I don't know what he hasn't given me his work schedule yet, so I'll let you guys know when we find out what day we'll get an Instagram video up and everything going. But next week we have Mo, the bearded shark.
Nice.
And we do not have any anniversaries. We don't have any milestones to be broken. That son of a bitch, the last time he had a big old subscriber giveaway lined up for me, and I never even knew anything about it.
I know. I was there.
I know. Pissed me off. I'm just sitting there like, you asshole. You just took over my entire channel.
Will shirt be on or off? I don't know. You never know with Mo.
Mo is Mo. He's schmexy Mo. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he's pretty schmexy.
But I will tell you this. There may be a Slim Jim there. That's all I'm telling you.
Slim Jim.
Guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this tonight. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Hollywood, Bearded Motivation, Deez the Barber. I know him as Florida Dave. Thank you for being a part of this, man. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, dude. Anytime, let me know.
Everybody have a great weekend. Easter's next weekend. That's right. So I don't have to tell you that yet. Everybody have a great weekend. Keep on bearding. And what's your sign off?
Stay motivated and keep smiling.
Try to make someone smile. I think I just did.